This is the plaintiff, Sergei Kramtsov. He says the defendant, his former friend, helped himself to the money in his bank account and he wants it back. He admits he foolishly gave the guy his bank card, PIN, and social security numbers, but the defendant was supposed to make withdrawals and then send him the money. He never did, simply stole from him instead, and he's suing for the $4,500 he's owed. This is the defendant, Alexei Petrov. He says the plaintiff's a hothead who's been arrested 3 times, and the guy begged him for help when he was in prison. He basically took care of all the plaintiff's business, emailed people, made phone calls on his behalf, also sent him his money to the jail, and the cashier would deposit it in his account. He certainly did not steal a penny from him, and is so very angry after all he did for the ungrateful schnook. He's accused of helping himself to someone's money.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Mr. Kramtsov, can you pronounce your name for me?
Kramtsov.
Kramtsov, you are suing Mr. Petrov for $4,500 that you say he stole from your bank account without your permission. Tell me what's going on.
This person was my best friend. I'm of old code. I'm a chivalric person.
You're what?
I'm a chivalric person. I'm an old code.
I don't know what that means.
I do believe in friendship. So,
okay.
And numerous times this person betrayed me, so I never pay attention to that. So I still consider him my best friend.
Well, that's odd because you're here in court suing him for $4,500 that you say he stole. But go ahead.
Right. So I called him when I was arrested, and
what were you arrested for?
I was arrested on false charges of criminal mischief. I have seizures after freak accidents I had, and I fell and broke the glass in a toy store.
But they thought you were breaking and entering into the toy store?
No, they said that I did on purpose. I mean,
right, but they think you did it on purpose. Why?
That
on purpose means you meant to do it. Did they think you were trying to break in?
Well, that's
I'm not asking if they're right. I'm saying, what are they saying? Because you were in jail for 8 months.
Correct.
That's rather odd on having a seizure.
And my bail is $10,000. That's rather odd too.
Right, but so what is it that they think? Do they think you were trying to break in?
They said that I broke it on purpose. That I just
Wait, did you have a problem with the toy store?
No, I never been in this toy store.
Okay, so are the charges still pending against you?
Yes.
Do you have a future court date?
I do.
And the charges are criminal mischief?
Criminal mischief.
Do you have any priors for burglary?
No, never.
Do you have any priors for criminal mischief?
I do.
How many?
Unfortunately, I was arrested a few times because of my seizures. I fell, and I was charged with criminal mischief.
How many times?
About 4 times.
Has happened 4 times? Like, what were the other times? Were they breaking glass in stores also?
No, I was breaking pots in a small deli, or breaking a small pot of flowers that cost, like, according to...
Within how many years were you arrested 4 times?
Within 3 years.
3 years. All right, so go on.
So, and I was
So you
arrested.
end up in custody, you're in jail, and what do you ask your good friend to do for you?
I asked him, first of all, to put some money into my commissary account, which is a Rikers Island, so-called account of
You had an
inmate.
account at Rikers Island that's a commissary account.
Correct.
And that's where family members and loved ones can put money in there so that you can spend it on things like?
Like food or phone calls.
So food, phone call, like special food, like treats, I guess. Because they feed you at Rikers. It's not like you got to buy your own food every day.
Not really. Like whatever they sell in the commissary.
Whatever they sell that you feel like buying.
It's bad
All right,
too.
So they...
It's a little bit better than whatever
A little
they
bit
feed
better
you.
than the slop. Okay, now, what is it exactly that he did wrong? He received the money for you and then he put it in your commissary.
He received the
Did
money,
he skim some off the top?
$700. He received $700, and he put in the commissary $180.
What did he do with the other amount of money?
He spent that amount of money.
Did you know that then?
He told me he did, and he said that he'll pay me back. Then I had my bank, I sent a letter, notarized letter to my bank, and asked them to give him my Citibank card, because my Citibank card he had.
Why would you do that?
Because I believed him. He's my best friend. I asked him for help, and I said, like, I'll loan you money for you helping me. So because I'm helping you, like, supposedly he has no job, he was working, and he said, like,
what was he doing
back.
for you? Besides putting the money, like physically going to a bank and putting the money in your commissary, what did he do for you?
He did send me books. He bought books. He went to repair my telephone and pick it up, and he bought me calling cards, which is, in, say, not legal, but they blocked in Rikers Island, so he bought the special cars, which are
illegal at
Russian
Rikers
cars.
Island.
Right.
Okay, go on.
So, and for that I said, like, okay, I'll loan you some money, like, but okay, please, I'll believe you pay back, because I did believe this person.
Okay, when did things go wrong? After how long?
Probably in about end of October.
Because by then you were tired of, quote, loaning him money and him not paying you back.
I was checking the account and balances, and I was very much surprised because he was withdrawing too much money for himself.
Okay. What control did you have while you were in there over how much money he would withdraw for himself? Were you looking at the statements? Did the statements come to you some way?
I didn't, because I called the bank.
And what did the bank say to you? Why did it take you 8 months to figure out what you say was going on? I'm going to hear a different story from him, but why did it take you 8 months?
Because I believed him that he would pay me back. But
but if you called the bank every month, then you would see whatever it is you're claiming happened. It would not be a big fat surprise after 8 months. You would see it and you would say, I've got to stop this somehow.
Well, I was naive. I believed in the best friend.
Okay, you were naive. All right, now, tell me your version of this. Were you dipping into his personal bank account and using it as though it were your personal bank account?
No, I only took $20 per day, including for expenses, including the subway, cost of the subway ride. I never
subway ride to where?
I have to go to. I live in Brooklyn, but I have to deposit money, for example, in Manhattan.
You mean deposit money for him?
Yes.
Okay. What is it you agreed to do for him?
I agreed to take care of his emails. Buy him books.
Buy him books.
Look through his lawyer statements when I get his mail.
Okay.
Making phone calls to some people and hang up, so they call him back and he can check his voicemail, like though he was calling, like he's not in jail.
Okay. So you end up getting him these calling cards that are not exactly appropriate.
I didn't know nothing. I didn't know that.
I didn't know anything, but you're the guy who got them,
No,
right?
but I was getting it, but I didn't know they're illegal.
Oh, you didn't know they were illegal, but you're the guy who bought them. Where'd you buy them? You didn't buy them you didn't buy them in the corner market because they're illegal. You had to have bought them somewhere from a guy who opens his coat and goes like this, So he gives you a power of attorney to handle all his business while he's in there. All right, and now all the money that you took out, because he says you took out a lot of money. Where did that money go? All to him, or did you took some money out every day for you too?
Sometimes if I go like for a day to deposit money, then I go book shopping, then I have to go to post office to send him things. I told him if I take something for expenses, it's not going to be more than $20 a day, including cab ride, because if I'm going to do something for a day, I can have a right to buy a sandwich for myself.
Okay. So are you saying that that's all you took, $20 a day?
Yeah.
He's saying that when I look at his bank statements and I see that there's a withdrawal for $200, he's saying, okay, these are mine, but these aren't mine, so he must have taken the money. How often were you withdrawing money, and where was it going?
One time he asked me to go to the Apple store, buy 3 iPads. 1 iPad Touch is for him, 2 iPads I sent over to Russia. And, he was calling me every day, asking me to do little errands every day for him.
And did you finally get tired of it?
Yeah.
What did you say to him?
I said, 2 months ago, I went to Russia for a month and a half. And before I went, I said, I cannot continue doing it. I will pick up your stuff, put it in this knapsack, some books and stuff, in his mail, and some of the receipts I had. And give it to his friend before I left.
To another friend?
Yeah, to
who's
another
now
friend.
going to take over your job.
Yeah.
Because you don't want this job anymore. You don't want to be his
Yes.
personal secretary while he's in custody anymore.
Yes.
All right.
No, he couldn't.
Which
He
is
was
an
in
odd
Russia.
thing for somebody who has free pass on your money to say or do.
But I met with his father. They came from Moscow to St. Petersburg. I met them in the railway station, and they gave me an envelope with $700 in a postcard for Sergey, which I brought and give it to his friend.
You gave it to his friend?
Yes.
And according to you, you didn't see that money?
No, I did see that.
Oh, you did see that money. Okay. Now, how did he tell you I'm not going to do this anymore?
He just told me that he's going to Russia, and that's it.
Yeah, but he's here. He's back from Russia.
Well, he is back, yeah.
Right. How long were
I
you...
expected to be released at that time, so...
Right. Okay. And so when he told you I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm going to Russia, don't you think that's an odd thing for somebody to say if they're stealing your money? They want to be able to continue to steal your money.
Well, yeah, I expect actually for him, he has an apartment in St. Petersburg he rents. And on top of it, that's I learned lately, he told me himself, that he gets money every month from renting this apartment in St. Petersburg. And I was quite surprised that why would he take so much money from my account then in order to survive?
You know what I think? I think that like many others who are in jail, there's a sense of desperation. And there's a particularly acute sense of desperation when you don't have a big support system in the town where you're in jail. And so I think Mr. Petrov became a little lifeline for you. And while things were going fine, and you're in custody and you need him, it's okay that he take whatever amount he was taking. Nothing becomes a problem until you get out of custody and he has no longer agreed to continue to handle things for you. Then all of a sudden is when you file this lawsuit. But you have access to the bank records the whole time you're in there, and you don't stop anything that's going on. And that seems a little strange to me. It also seems strange to me that when it finally stops, it's not you stopping him because you're calling the bank and finding. You know, I see in your complaint, I asked the rabbi to loan me his phone, so I called from jail and I discovered all the money he was taking. Yet you still don't ask him to stop doing things for you. It's he who finally says he's going to stop doing things for you.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Was this guy stealing from the plaintiff's account?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because he had sufficient time to know if he was, and if he was, he should have said something.
He should have spoke up.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, if he's getting the bank statements, it's obvious that he knew what was going on the whole time. So it's his fault.
And it wasn't stealing then?
It wasn't stealing if he knew the whole time. Yeah.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
How am I supposed to figure this out? Okay? How is a judge supposed to look at this list of yours? Right. This handwritten list where you've written every little thing of your life during those 8 months, and what you want me to look at and say, this part was authorized, this part wasn't. On this day, that 100 went to, but this other part was. How could anybody be expected to decipher that? You're having him do so much stuff, it's impossible to decipher.
I had other friends I could ask, but he was having my
That's
account.
Fine, but this is, you know what you need to consider? It's expensive to go to jail sometimes. Okay? Yes. It's a cost of your circumstances. When you want to give somebody carte blanche, and you tell them, take what you need.
I did not.
Well, it looks like you did.
No, I did not.
It really does.
Because
I saw the letters of authorization that you gave the bank on his behalf, the power of attorney that you gave him to run your affairs, and I find that you're unable to prove your case, and I rule in favor of the defendant in this case.
Well, the plaintiff loses his case, as the judge says, unable to prove the facts in the case in order to win. Don't you appreciate the fact that he was your friend, tried to be your friend for all those years, tried to help you out? What happened?
No, he wasn't really my friend. He was a leech. In Russian, it's called gnida, a dirty vermin. Unfortunately, I was blind.
Why'd you choose him then to do all this for you?
Well, I was naive. I believed in friendship.
Mm-hmm. All right, okay. Good luck to you. Right down this way. Okay, come on in here. Step on in here. You hear what he has to say. What's your feeling on this? You heard him.
Yeah, but I feel judge is right, you know, because I was helping him for a long time. It's not the first year I was helping him, and he turned around and sued me.
You know that word he just used in Russian?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he called me lies.
Mm-hmm. Why would he turn on you like this all of a sudden?
Because before I was paying for everything, and this first time he had to pay for himself. And he feels that I have to do it for free, but I don't have money growing in trees.
Mm-hmm. So. Oh, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you have a legal duty to see what's in front of you. I know that sounds weird, but it's true that if you see there are certain things going on that might look like they're hurting you, you have a duty to speak up. And if you don't and you go to court, it's going to hurt your case. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.